strangers forced to work together to create a new society while battling the elements and each other. They must learn to adapt or they'll be voted out of the tribe. In the end, only one will remain to claim the $1 million prize.
It's Sunday morning on CBS. And here again is Jane Pauley.
It's been a quarter century since a fledgling primetime show pretty much revolutionized television and added phrases like, "The tribe has spoken," to our national lexicon. Jonathan Vigliotti takes us to Fiji to find out why Survivor has stood the test of time.
Divide 18 strangers into 3 tribes. Drop them on remote islands with little food.
I've never been this hungry in my entire life. I feel like I'm just fading away.
And no shelter.
This is brutal.
And have them outwit.
Unbelievable!
And outplay one another.
Boston Rob is through. Boston Rob wins immunity.
Until the last competitor standing is crowned the winner.
In the end, only one will remain to claim the $1 million prize.
When the adventure reality game show Survivor debuted in May of 2000,
This is Survivor.
nothing like it had been seen on American television before. How would you describe Survivor?
It is a social experiment in that it takes a group of people who don't know each other and forces them to rely on each other while playing this game where you vote each other out. Zach, the tribe has spoken. Welcome to Survivor 48.
Host Jeff Probst invited us to watch this experiment for ourselves in Fiji as he began taping season 48 last summer.
I like it.
Which premieres on CBS and Paramount Plus this Wednesday.
Do you still get nervous?
I don't get nervous on
Really?
Survivor. It's weird. I've never gotten nervous. I lean into it. I love the uncertainty. Chad is out. Twyla wins immunity.
And it's this uncertainty that's made Survivor one of the most popular shows on television for a quarter of a century.
Genders and ages separated the 4 of us. I mean, it'll be interesting. I don't think this has ever happened before.
The show averages around 6 million viewers an episode. In the past 24 years, fans have collectively watched 10.5 billion hours.
When did you know that Survivor was going to be a hit?
When I knew Survivor was going to be interesting was the first day of the first season when we abandoned everybody on the beach and Richard Hatch, who ended up winning the first season, got up in a power position in a tree.
You guys, I think the first thing we ought to do is talk about how we're going to do whatever we're going to do.
And he was looking down on everyone. And he said, I think we should all talk. And Sue Hawk, a truck driver from Wisconsin, looked up and said, where I'm from, we work while we talk.
Corporate world ain't going to work out here in the bush.
While Probst had no doubt, Survivor almost didn't happen. Mark Burnett, President Trump's newly appointed special envoy to the United Kingdom, and the British TV producer behind hits like The Apprentice and Shark Tank, reimagined a Swedish reality series and took his idea to just about every U.S. TV network.
And every network said no. That's a crazy idea. We don't want to do it. But Mark is not easily deterred, so he went out and got sponsors for the entire show.
At the time, Probst hosted music shows on cable TV.
I was literally the last person hired. I heard Mark talking about Survivor on a radio interview, and he described the show. I knew when I heard it. I told all my friends, this is my show. This is what I've been waiting for.
Today, Probst, now also the showrunner, has his hands in every aspect of production, including combing through more than 15,000 audition tapes that arrive each year.
I know within 30 seconds. Honestly, within 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure you're going to be on the show or not. Some people are compelling immediately.
I love Survivor.
People like Stephanie Berger, a technical product manager from New York City, and one of this season's chosen ones.
What's your strategy going to be?
So in my day-to-day life, everyone will tell you that I get to be the alpha. I like to be in charge. I like control. And I know that I cannot come out here and do that.
When I first started watching Survivor, I knew that this game was for me.
Kyle Frazier is a contestant from Roanoke, Virginia.
Are you willing to lie? Like, where do you draw a line in your game?
Yeah, so I mean, listen, I am gonna have to lie. I'm not gonna tell people I'm a lawyer.
Contestants not only need to build trust through any means possible, they have to win mental and physical challenges from the moment they arrive, or risk getting voted off.
No need to vote. Don't waste any more time. Grab your torch.
Probst says what we see is never staged or scripted, including tribal councils, where Probst grills contestants off the cuff, a skill he's developed over time.
So is this an argument or just a discussion?
You're a student of psychology and anthropology.
Without the degrees. I've always loved all of that. I just never formally applied it. I didn't want to be a psychologist. I wanted to be a storyteller.
What does make it on television is carefully selected from thousands of hours worth of video shot around the clock for 26 days in what is one of the largest television productions on Earth.
It's a great trick because when you're watching Survivor, it does feel intimate, and it is. When the tribes are on the beaches, there's just a small handful of crew there and producers. But when you get to a challenge or tribal council, there's cameras everywhere. We have roughly 400 people that are our international crew. Then we have another 400 Fijians who work with us as well. So we're close to 1,000 people.
Each season films in the summer, with crews arriving months in advance, turning this resort into a production village.
It's not only work, it's family.
Roberta Limpchap works in the art department.
Everything we see around us.
Everything is made from scratch.
You can't buy this somewhere else.
You can't buy this, exactly.
Dozens of young production assistants test every detail of the challenges while crews plot camera angles.
One more.
I had my chance.
Okay. CBS Sunday Morning got on a plane, came all the way to Fiji for this moment with Jonathan.
It's much harder than it looks.
Yeah. He's done it. You're moving on.
And tribal members often compete exhausted and hungry.
Absolute exhaustion.
They are not fed when the cameras are off. I tried my hand at survival.
Don't be afraid to take off too much.
Opening up a coconut.
You know what I'm afraid of? Taking off my thumb.
Not easy.
There we go.
That's coconut there.
I've earned this.
Co-executive producer Jimmy Quigley also coached me through starting a fire.
Smoke. Oh. Smoke. Oh, boy.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, who's got some fish?
Turns out I did. On my first try with a spear gun. Beginner's luck.
All right, shall we get to today's immunity challenge?
Yeah! What isn't luck is Survivor's staying power.
That freedom to play is what keeps us out here in the middle of Fiji.
Jeff Probst, host, showrunner, ultimate survivor.
It sounds like you're in this until the end.
I'm in it now. I don't have any thoughts of not being in it. But I mean, yeah, if you're saying at 86, I mean, maybe I'm too old then. But I never really look at it that way. I feel like I'm a part of a team. And I've said to the people I work with, as long as you all keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. All right, well, CBS Sunday Morning, it has been a pleasure to have you out here. And I hate to say this, but it is time for you to go.